It started with a single envelope. No name. No return address. Just his name scrawled across the front. Inside was one sentence. I know what you did. If you don't want the world to know, you'll do exactly as I say. His hands trembled. His entire body froze. The life he built, the family he loved, the empire he created, could all vanish overnight. But the blackmailer didn't want money. They wanted something far more dangerous. Daniel Reed was a self-made businessman. Born in a small town with nothing, he fought his way up. He built his company from the ground up, sleepless nights, endless risks, sacrifices no one saw. To the world, Daniel was the perfect husband, a devoted father, and a respected CEO. But behind the tailored suits and polished speeches, there was one secret. A mistake from years ago. Something buried so deep, he thought it would never resurface. Not even his wife, Emily, knew. Not his loyal business partner, Mark. And certainly not his employees, who saw him as a role model. When the first letter arrived, Daniel thought it was a prank. But then came the second. This time, instructions. Fire your head of security. He asks too many questions. Do it, or I tell your wife everything. Daniel's chest tightened. His head spun. How did they know about his past? Who was watching him so closely? He tried ignoring it. But the third letter arrived. This time with photos. Proof. Evidence of that night he had spent years trying to forget. Emily noticed his distance. Daniel, what's going on? You're barely sleeping. He forced a smile. Just work stress. But the truth was eating him alive. Finally, the fourth letter came. This time, the demand was chilling. Move $10 million from the company's charity fund into this account. If you don't, your secret becomes tomorrow's headline. He slammed his fist against his desk. This isn't about money anymore, he muttered. It was control. Someone wanted to own him. One night, Daniel sat in his office, the latest letter spread across his desk. His mind was racing. His heart pounding. And then, a realization hit him. Every envelope. Every photo. Every word pointed back to one person. Mark. His best friend. His business partner. The man who stood beside him at his wedding. The man who had access to everything. Daniel confronted him. Why, Mark? Why are you doing this? Mark smirked. Because you don't deserve it, Daniel. The money. The family. The respect. I was there when you made that mistake. I covered for you. And now, it's time you pay me back. The betrayal cut deeper than any knife. Daniel's world collapsed in that single moment. But Daniel wasn't the same desperate man he once was. This time, he fought back. He gathered every letter, every photo, every trace of the blackmail. And instead of hiding, he exposed himself. At a board meeting, in front of his wife, his colleagues, his employees, he confessed his past mistake. Gasps filled the room. Emily's eyes filled with tears. But Daniel kept going. I won't be controlled anymore. The truth may cost me everything, but lies have already cost me my soul. The fallout was immediate. The media swarmed. Headlines exploded. Investors panicked. Mark was arrested when Daniel turned over the blackmail evidence. Emily's reaction hurt the most. You should have trusted me, she whispered. Her heartbreak was heavier than any prison sentence. But something unexpected happened. Instead of losing everything, Daniel found new respect. Employees told him, at least you were brave enough to tell the truth. The public, though divided, saw him not as a fraud, but as a man who finally owned his mistakes. Mark, once his closest ally, now sat behind bars. And Daniel, though scarred, was free. In the quiet that followed, Daniel realized something powerful. Secrets are prisons. The longer you hide them, the tighter they chain you. But the moment you face them, truly face them, those chains break. Yes, the cost was high. Yes, he lost trust, money, and reputation. But he gained something priceless, freedom. And for the first time in years, Daniel slept without fear. Direct hit moral of the story. Backhand index pointing right. The truth may hurt, but lies will destroy you. Owning your mistakes is the only way to take back your life.